At Bchex, we've overseen millions of background checks and worked with thousands of HR leaders and recruiters across every industry. What we've seen over and over again is this. Even the strongest teams tend to break down in the same three areas. These breakdowns usually fall into three categories. First, screening effectiveness. Many organizations believe their screening packages are doing one thing, when in reality they're leaving gaps they didn't intend. And second is legal compliance. FCRA missteps, incomplete disclosures, or broken adverse action workflows can quietly expose organizations to fines or lawsuits. And the third area is data integrity. Inaccurate or inconsistent data is one of the most common reasons background checks fail or miss records. That's why we built our free screening assessment tool. It's made up of 3 short assessments designed to zero in on these exact high-risk areas. There's no judgment and no sales pressure, just clear insight so you can understand what's working and where vulnerabilities may be hiding. And even if you believe your process is solid, these assessments help you document that confidence. Now, let me briefly walk you through each one. The first is the screening assessment. This focuses on what you actually do today when you screen people. It looks at how and when background checks are run, what you screen for, and how things like aliases are handled. Based on your answers, you receive a clear score that shows how effective your screening process really is. You'll see where gaps exist, what may be outdated, and where small changes could significantly reduce risk. Now, many leaders tell us this is the first time they've clearly seen how inconsistent or incomplete their process had become. Now, the second area is the compliance assessment. This functions as a quick audit of your screening workflow against key compliance requirements, including the FCRA best practices. You'll answer questions about disclosures, documentation, and how decisions are made. The result is a compliance score that shows whether the process is defensible or quietly putting your organization at risk. If you pass, you receive an audit certificate, which many organizations plan to use annually to prevent compliance drift. Now, the third assessment is the data integrity assessment, one of the most overlooked areas in screening. Here, we evaluate a sample of your applicant data using an AI-driven process to identify common errors that cause missed or inaccurate results. Issues with name formatting, spacing, structure, or even syntax can all disrupt screening outcomes. We compare your data against patterns we've seen across thousands of records and provide a clear data quality score along with guidance on what needs to be fixed. Because if the data going into your screening process isn't accurate, even the best background check can produce the wrong outcome. Together, these 3 assessments give you a complete picture, not just whether you're screening, but whether you're screening effectively, compliantly, and with data you can trust. This isn't about judgment, and it's not a sales pitch. It's about giving you clarity, because once you know where you stand, you can make smarter decisions and reduce risk with confidence. If you've never formally evaluated your screening program, this is the best place to start. It takes just a few minutes. Try our free screening assessment today.